as a trucker,
Yes.
what is it you're not so happy about here in the beautiful state of California?
Coming down that last hill, I was doing 70 miles an hour. Now I have to do 55, so it really dampens your mood when you got to go so slow. It's like you're crippled or hobbled or something. And I'm looking to see the price of fuel here. It's high in Arizona compared to, you know, Nevada or Texas or
Kentucky.
Kentucky was pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. It was like $3.15 for diesel and $2.84 for gas. And that last station in Arizona, it was $4.15 for diesel and about $3.90 for gas. So they knew it was the last stop before California, last chance to fill up, because the prices are even higher here in California. So where is the first fuel stop here? We'll look at the prices. And when you get to the cities in California, they're so crowded and there's so much traffic. It's really stressful to get through.
Yeah.
We'll be dealing with the worst one today.
Yeah. And for new drivers, what can you share with them about your tandems?
Yes, California is very strict about where your tandems are placed, 40 feet from the rear axle on the trailer to the kingpin. We have a mark on our trailer so you can line it up. But because of that, you better have your load distributed properly so that you're not putting too much weight on those trailer tandems.
Anything else to consider? I think you're supposed to always stay out of the left lane, right? There's a lot of places here where they're very strict on trucks to the right.
Yeah, and I noticed in LA, in a lot of areas, the lanes seem to be very narrow too. Like they moved the lines, painted them closer together so they could fit an extra lane, but
Yeah.
then you're really close to your neighbor. That's touchy. The other thing is they passed the law that you can't be an owner-operator leased to a company, because that makes you like a contract worker with a 1099. And I guess they did that to protect Uber drivers or taxi drivers so that they get benefits, but it doesn't help truck drivers.
No.
So I wonder if I was an owner-operator driving for CRETE, I think I could still come in here, but if I was driving for a company based in California, that would be different.
Yeah, we don't know everything about it.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
I've read about it, but it still seems a little vague and unclear at times, so don't know. But I will also say, you know, for our viewers out there, it has happened a few times that viewers from California wanted to come to CRETE, and unfortunately we're told that CRETE does not hire out of California.
Right.
So if you're watching this and you're in California, I mean, you can call CRETE because things change all the time. But last we knew, you could not work for them with a home base of California, which is
Maybe
strange.
if you pledge allegiance to the state of Nebraska, they'll let you in.
And maybe you could get a P.O. box in Lincoln.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so something to look into, and yeah. But if you live somewhere else and you want to drive for CRETE, yeah, hey, please remember to use our referral code if our videos have been helpful to you. What is your referral code, Kevin?
SLOKEV.
SLOKEV, which you're proving today. Hey, this guy's not a SLOKEV. Excuse me, you need to watch our videos so you know you're only supposed to go 55.
He has volunteered to go ahead and find all the police radar speed traps to help us other truckers not get tickets.
That's so nice
he's
of
a
him.
noble fellow. Go forth, Amazon trucker, and find the chips.
Find the popos. The chips, oh yeah. That's funny. California Highway Patrol. Is there something else else in there for the eye?
one way of saying
I used to
it, yeah.
watch that.
Yeah, Eric Estrada, right?
Yeah, on the motorcycles. Stay hydrated. Oh, what is this industrial looking thing here? Oh. It's all painted beige, so you can barely see it.
A lot of pipes and big tanks. Maybe it's gas or oil storage.
Something. Oh yeah, I recently learned that LA actually sprung up because of oil. That was their first big thing. I did not know that.
Oh.
There were oil pumps everywhere in LA. And apparently there still are some, so I never realized that. That was very interesting. Alright, and now we are in agricultural lands. Lots of agriculture here. Soft shoulder.
Indio has it, loves.
Indio's loves. We've stayed there. We met the lovely couple that drives for Werner. We'd already met them before, but we hung out with them there.
Lawrence of the White Peterbilt drives for Werner. They live in this area. They live along the Colorado River, north of here.
In Arizona, though.
In Arizona.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ran into them in Indio. They got a dog. They got a vicious dog on the truck with them. And the wife does a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really nice. Nice people.
Yep.
Wow, look at all the solar panels on that side.
At a severe angle, and you can see they put each other in shadow because they're tipped up so high. That's not very efficient.
And look at all the date palms on the other side. Ah.
Canariensis, no, what is it? Phoenix Sylvestri? Yeah,
I can't remember.
Sylvester date palms.
We planted those.
Yes.
And then some ugly stuff on this side. Scales are closed. Okay, well, we can tell you we checked our weight. We're beautifully distributed. We're totally legal. Why did that truck stop right there? Oh, he's actually the service provider. He's pumping it out.
Or used it.
Yeah. Want to tell us your story of the place we just passed?
Yeah, we've gone through a lot of, we're going through some flat, wide open desert, and there's a lot of bridges like this that go over a ditch. So there's a sign like, this is Akari Ditch. You see they built a concrete bridge there, and the banks are all reinforced with rocks or stones.
Oh, hold that thought. This is cool. I want to film that. I filmed it before, but it just looks really cool on that green pipe and the green truck. Hello again. Okay, back to the story.
So it was along this stretch. Traffic suddenly came to a stop. And after a while, I got out of the truck and I walked forward to see what was going on. And on the other side, there wasn't a concrete bridge. It was a bunch of those big metal culverts. So they had 3 or 4 under the highway. And there was a flash flood that had come down, and it actually shoved them right out, and then the road had collapsed, and then the water was just rushing through. So everybody was stopped, and traffic was backed up for miles. But on our side, the bridge was still intact, the water was rushing underneath, so after a while we got moving again.
You were heading west or east?
I was heading west, so it was the eastbound lane. was coming from the south and undercut the road.
Yeah. Well, now they're doing a lot of work here, so they must have some upgraded system in mind that they're working on.
Could be. They're making the bridges out of concrete instead of just using those culverts. But also this area between the lanes is shallow, and it looks like they've cleared it and they've dug it out a bit. So maybe that's a bit of flood control. The water will come through and pool there before undercutting the other side.
Could be. They're definitely working on it.
But I mean, look around you. This is super dry, barren. Not a drop of water in sight. But if they get a really, really heavy rainfall in those mountains, it'll come down out of there and lightning speed, flash flood.
Yeah.
A lot of force.
Yeah. Here are some of those culverts crushed up.
Smashed up.
Yeah. That's pavement there.
Might be the old highway.
Does not look so old. Looks like a service road or something. What do you think?
I think it's the eastbound lanes. And you see how there's a crossover? So they used it for repairing or replacing those bridges, so the traffic was all here. But then they built new lanes over there, and they're going to dig out the center, like we saw back there. They'll dig out the center, make it lower, so there's more space between the lanes, and there's a bit of an overflow in the middle where some of the water can go.
Yeah. It's higher. It's higher over there. So you're thinking that's a brand new road over there.
Right.
When you said old, I thought you meant like, Highway 66 or something. Old. But yeah, they just built a brand new bridge instead of replacing the one in the same location. Wow. Okay. Interesting. What a big project. But very important. Because boy, that interrupts things. I mean, that took a long time to get through there because we were watching the news on it, and it took a long time before even the traffic that was backed up could be rerouted.
Yep.
And everybody has to back up somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Very interesting. If you know anything about this big project, please do put it in the comments. It's really fascinating. Because you look at that road and you're like, well, that doesn't look old, like it needs replacement. But yeah, I guess they decided they had to upgrade their bridge structures, so they had to build a whole new highway.
Look at the level of that road in the middle, and then the level of the ground over there. It's actually lower than that ground, so it would have just washed over.
Well, wow, fascinating. Solar. Big solar farm. Wow.
Whoop.
Huh?
This idiot.
Oh. Wow, he cut tight in front of the tanker.
In front of me, too.
Oh, that was a lot of crunched up pipe over there. I wonder if we're on the new side. Doesn't look so new, does it? Look at this guy spraying. Keeping the dust down, wasting our water though. Big projects. Yeah. Destroying the old bridges. Maybe both sides are new. Can't remember. Were the two sides closer together before? We'll have to look at some old video.
Yeah.
Palm trees down there. And solar panels down there. And palm trees around a water tank. Huh. Oh, look at that mess. Rebar. Wow. Going faster because he's got the interstate batteries. Don't you wish you had interstate batteries, Kevin, and you could go a little faster?
Oh yeah?
Of course not here in California, but you could save until you get back across the state line. as bad, and they just upgraded it a little bit. Very, very interesting. The planning that goes into a project like that, the money, the machines, the people who actually do the work, you know, that's really fascinating. Okay, here's another upgraded one. Look at the fencing around it, and then they have cement sides and extra pipes coming from the median that drain into that. Maybe we'll get a look at one more. Let's see here. It's another really big one. Let's look at the other side. Not much on that side, just enough to get it underneath the highway. Boy, they've been hard at work. Look at this, never ending.
See the berms on the other side and through the desert to channel the water in there.
Wow, yeah. Oh, wow.
A lot of that too.
Well, I feel so much safer on this highway. Drive here with a lot more confidence. What? Why? Mr. Pipe Man? He just kicked into high gear. Swimming pool. Wow, with a little umbrella too on the side. Maybe they sell ice cream. approach through these mountains, and then it opens up into the valley. Look, you can see agriculture down there, people's homes, another swimming pool. Wow, think about how thick that plastic has to be, and then you better make sure there's no hole anywhere.
No lifeguard.
No, there's no lifeguard on duty. Swimming at your own risk. Probably no alligators too, though, so that's good. Wow, boy, the construction here is just amazing how much they're doing. Ah. It's a big valley. But as Kevin said, you cannot, you can't see to the end there. The other way. Huh. A boat. Where are you going? Probably to one of those little swimming pools. It's like, I heard there's water up here. Come on, honey, pack up the boat. We're going fishing. Down the hill, I'm going to look up the air quality index and get right back to you. So it says air quality 82, which is moderate. I would not consider this moderate. Neither are my lungs, because I have asthma and I can tell it's already doing stuff to my lungs. And wind 9 miles an hour with gusts up to 20, so it's kicking up some of this dust. Visibility, it says 25 miles. Do we think that's 25 miles? I don't. I think that's less than 25 miles.
Is that for here or LA?
No, for here. For my location. It says my location. Salton Sea State Rec Area, next exit. Oh. There's the Loves. When we were here last, there was a whole tent city built up next to us. Interesting to see if it's still there. And we did a reset here. Had a beautiful view of those palm trees. And we took a little walk, found a couple restaurants. I think
Casino.
yeah, there's a big casino down that way, a little Mexican restaurant, some different things. Were you still with Werner? I think so.
Yeah.
Wow, look at
Kenny
all the
Riggs.
palms with Kenny Riggs. Oh, I missed Kenny Riggs. I mean, Ramblin' Rose is wonderful too, of course, but Kenny was our first. Nothing like a first love. Woo, 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 woo. The tent city is gone. Where have all the homeless people gone? Oh, you think they're snowbirds? You think they've gone somewhere cooler for the summer?
Take the second left.
Well, could be. Uh-oh. That was the 20-mile-an-hour gust, huh? Knocked over those cans. Yeah, that whole side over there was tent city, and it's the first time I had seen
Turn left.
clean
Then take the
energy
first right.
pumps like that. Oh no, I already have breathing problems. Oh no, not next to the hay. Oh my God. Help! I have hay fever. Get back on I-10.
Continue on I-10.
About negotiating peace, because as you said, Russia was not invited. But
breakfast. Okay, if you've never driven through here before, first time I came through, I couldn't believe the amount of wind generators. The valley is like a wind funnel, so they have wind generators everywhere. Palm Springs, California, and Desert Hot Springs. It's the mother lode of wind turbines. Kevin, what do you think of this? You feel the wind, right? It's pushing us.
It's windy right now. We're headed straight into it.
Yeah. What's the weight of our load?
It's about 24,000 pounds.
Okay. Wow.
Instead of 25-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon up where we're going, around Barstow.
Wow. A little bit of solar mixed in. Trucking school. Huh. Crete. Woo. Those have 2 blades. Most of them have 3. It's just wild. I'd like to know how many there are here. Joshua Tree National Park, you can turn ahead. California Welcome Center. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gee, that was a little tight, buddy. Little red one, what are you doing? You staying put. Okay, thank you. Well, the girl's pretty chill.
Yeah, pretty smooth road, right?
Yeah. She's like, woo woo, we're going to the Pacific.
Tanning her armpits.
Yeah. Well, girl, what do you think? Oh, yeah. Oh, she's smiling. She looks so happy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she is. Just a little wiggle. Oh, see, she just got more excited because I talked about it. White water. Oh, there's water in it. Look at that. And it was white. bypass. Big long train. Banning. Okay. It's funny, in California is the only place now I've seen the signs that say way station, all trucks, and then they put an extra sign underneath, no pickup trucks.
Or hot shots.
They had to
Pickup truck.
clarify that. Well, that's very good. Now we need a clarification on what about the hot shots. Ah, interesting. Good point, Kevin. Oh, there's that hay guy. Hey, hey! Busy place this morning. Okay. Air quality, much better. Big long train. Maybe we passed that train yesterday. Could be one of the same ones. Looks very familiar.
Count the cars.
You count the cars, my darling.
What kind of new cars we got here? Honda Fit. Hyundai. Mustang. Tesla. All different stuff. Mercedes.
Something for everybody. Here's some more.
Chevy. What's that last?
Equinox.
Chevy. All the Chevys. Two engines at the front.
Oh, well, we saw a whole bunch yesterday with different amounts of engines. I could check all my videos and see if we can identify the train. But I think I will keep recording new things instead. Oh, like that beautiful tree up there. Wow, purple. Are you happy with the ride so far this morning?
Yes, I'm very surprised the traffic has been so light. Usually it starts getting thicker and heavier around Palm Springs, then all the way into LA. We're almost to San Bernardino, and it's really light traffic. I'm surprised. So we're going to be on time.
We might even be early.
Knock on wood.
What is the time?
It is 8:51.
And what time are we supposed to be there?
These guys. Delivery window closes at 10 o'clock.
Okay. What time did it start?
I don't know, 1 in the morning or something.
Thanks so much for riding with us today for this long ride through construction and windmills. It's been a wonderful morning with you. So we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up. Put your comments and questions below. Have you been to Palm Springs? What do you think of all those wind turbines there? And of course, what do you think of all that improvement on I-10? Let us know. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. Also hit that notification bell so you know when we upload new videos. And be sure to join us in the next video to see if we really make it on time with this delivery. All right. Have a great day. With love, Kevin and Tanya.